TNA suspends Rich Swann following arrest. Plus, a huge AEW title gimmick match has been added to All In, and a major name could be appearing at All In as well. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. Rich Swann has been suspended by TNA Wrestling following a second arrest for disorderly intoxication. Swann will be voluntarily entering substance abuse rehabilitation during this time.
Post Wrestling reporting that Rich Swann was arrested on June the 8th in Alamo Springs, Florida, charged with disorderly public intoxication and causing a disturbance. TNA weren't aware of the arrest until Post Wrestling reached them for a comment, so it sounds like Rich Swann didn't let them know, in which they said TNA Wrestling takes any and all charges against its performers seriously. Rich Swann is responsible for his own personal actions. They then confirmed that Swann is suspended pending the completion of its investigation into the incidents.
We'll obviously keep you up to date on that one when we know more at cultaholic.com. Heading into the weekend, Wembley, small matter of AEW All In on Sunday.
You excited?
I am so excited.
You've got a busy old weekend, haven't you?
I mean, I'm busy anyway, but extra busy. I'll see you at All Caps All Day for North Wrestling. I'll see you at the Grado It's Your Cell live on Saturday night with special guests. That's right, plural. And I'll see you at Progress for Wrestling Never Sleeps, ironically. I'll be ringing outs in there as well. And of course, the big meat and potatoes of it all, the Cultaholic team, well represented across London for All In. Myself, Sam Driver, Aidan Gibbons, Emma Healy, and Joel all heading down there to cause some ructions around London.
It's going to be wonderful. It's looking like a hell of a show.
And it only got bigger yesterday.
It certainly did. A London ladders match has been added to All In, featuring 4 teams of 3 fighting for the AEW Trios Championship. So you got the Patriarchy defending against the House of Black, the Bang Bang Gang, and then one team that's going to be decided on Collision. That's been taped. We're going to flash up a spoiler on screen just in case you do watch Collision for that final team. Oh my God, it's them. I can't believe it. That's going to be a hell of a match. I don't exactly know what a London ladder match entails. I've got a feeling it might just be a ladder match with some flags. Hey, maybe they'll do the old phone boxes at the top of the ramp. I like it when they do stuff like that.
I think with a London ladder match, I think you get to the top and you realise that the rent is too damn high and you have to come back down again. I think the London ladder match is you get to the top and you realise you're probably best off in somewhere outside of London because it's cheaper. I think that's what it is.
Right. I think AEW do ladder matches so well. When AEW put on a ladder match, it's something that's like proper must see for me.
Yeah.
And with the teams involved in this one, I think it's going to be an absolute banger.
12 people, it's going to be a car accident.
That's a lot of people. We were saying about like Money in the Bank, and there's been a fair few people putting Money in the Bank a few times over the years, and it's like, oh, that's a lot of moving parts. That's a Laura moving parts right there, isn't it?
It flipping well is. And that is part of the card for All In. You'll be pleased to know, Fozzy fans around the world unite, that Fozzy is doing Wembley. Their second year in a row. Well done to Fozzy once again.
Nice.
They've got Wembley again. Well done. Chris Jericho confirmed to the Daily Star that he'll once again be singing himself to the ring at All In with his band Fozzy.
He's buzzing about it. I read the interview, and he's like, oh, how many bands can say that they've played Wembley, let alone headlined Wembley, let alone played Wembley twice, and it makes me sick because I've for my entire
I've been trying to headline Wembley for years.
No, I've been there, done that.
Oh yeah, mate.
I've been made fun of for my music taste my entire life, and there's Fozzy playing Wembley twice. So it's not a real thing though, is it? He wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't part of a wrestling show. Congratulations. If you're a Fozzy fan, I'm not going to make fun of anybody for any music that they listen to. So if you're a Fozzy fan, good on you.
The trajectory is very obvious. The O2, Leicester Service Station, Wembley Stadium. It's a very clear pathway.
Hopefully you've done it in reverse order there.
Maybe.
Yeah, like good for him. That's cool, isn't it? That's proper bucket list stuff, and now he's done it twice. And I'm sure Fozzy would be just as big if it wasn't a famous wrestler singing as well.
Sure,
that's what I always...
What would Moon Goose McQueen think of all this? I'm glad Chris Jericho's dreams came true, because mine won't.
No, this is sad, this, isn't it? Hangman Page will be competing at All In. Come on!
He will. Doing what?
Hey! As part of the Casino Gauntlet match, he declared his intentions for the match last night on Dynamite, clearly not wanting, it's written here, clearly not wanting any of Jeff Jarrett in a singles match, the coward. So,
Who wrote that, I wonder?
Yeah, I can't imagine. Also joining Adam Page in that Gauntlet match, you got Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Evil Uno took a beating from Page last night on Dynamite, and Fightful Select are reporting that many more high-profile names are expected to be in the bout.
Now, Tony does have the chance to reclaim some of that lost valor, if you will. For being an abject coward and refusing to give us Jarrett versus Hangman Page one-on-one. Even the Observer today went, we're quite surprised because we'd heard extensively about Jarrett versus Hangman Page.
It looked like it was going that way. You can't win them all, Tom.
It's not, the fight's not over yet, right? You can reclaim some lost glory here by sticking Jarrett in that casino battle. And then
having a little something together.
Yeah.
It's not the same. He's ignored you, Tom. You've been ghosted.
Don't you worry. I'll be in the same postcode area as Tony Khan for a spell, and I'm sure we'll have a conversation about it. But look, Hangman, I feel like is good for this match. All jokes aside, I know we've had such fun trying to get Jarrett and Hangman Page one-on-one book for Wembley. It's not happened, but you know what?
You've had such good fun.
I've had a lovely time. To quote any contestant from Bullseye, I've had a lovely day. But I think Page in there, and do you know what? Fightful Select have also said, as we've said, many more high-profile names to pop up in there. You can have some fun with a match like this.
You can.
Some nice surprises in there.
I personally think Adam Hangman Page is in that to win it.
Yeah.
Not in a kayfabe way. I'm going to win. I think he's winning that one.
I think we might see Michael Oku in that match as a nice surprise. He did the dark match for Dynamite last night.
Went over as well, didn't he?
He did. He went over. Well done, nice. Lad. I'm chuffed for you. So I think it'd be nice to get him in there and stick him in that match as well. I think, you know what? Comment down below who you reckon we could pop up in that match, because it's a whole world of possibilities. There's another possibility that a major name could be part of All In at Wembley on Sunday as well.
It's a big one. Fightful Select saying Sean Ross Sapp has learned that Sting told numerous people close to him that he was slated to make the trip to London for AEW All In. However, it was not elaborated on as to whether or not Sting was just visiting or if he'll appear in some on-screen capacity for AEW. AEW and Sting maintain a great relationship, and the company has long wanted to keep him involved in any way that he feels comfortable with. I don't think it's a coincidence that he's over in London. I don't think he's booked a holiday to see the nation's capital. I think if he's flying over, he's appearing on screen. Unless they get him doing some press stuff, but that's not really his sort of thing anyway. He'll do something at the show. I think that Sting is a little bit of a tricky guy to book post-retirement. He kind of got that Undertaker problem where the character doesn't lend itself to coming out and cutting big long promos or doing anything like that. Like, Taker comes out, he'll hit a choke slam or a tombstone or whatever. Choke slam generally now, knees. Yeah. Sting maybe comes out with a bat, but it can't lead anywhere, can it? He's not going to wrestle again. This is actually a proper wrestling retirement. He's not going to do a Ric Flair or anything. This is Sting done. So yeah, maybe he comes out and helps out Darby, something like that, but as a consistent on-screen character, I don't see that happening. But for fans in London, if they get to see Sting, banging.
I will warn you that Fightful and Sean Ross Sapp have not elaborated which Sting it is.
Oh dear.
If I ever lose my faith in you.
Fozzy, it's the dream crossover.
Police and Fozzy. Let's go!
Two iconic bands.
Oh, that is going to be a treat for all involved. Predictions later on today for All In. 9 pitches already waiting for you on the channel as well. Live reactions to every beat of All In on Sunday and what happened at following as well. And for the latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you, Sting.